Hello students, good morning. Hello everybody. Hope you are all well. This is Pradeep sir with another session of arithmetic progression from class 10 mathematics. In the previous session, we have learned how to solve situational problems using the concept of arithmetic progression. Today also, I shall continue with the same topic and I shall also solve few more problems for better understanding of the chapter. So let us start with a question. So here is the question. In a school, students thought of planting trees in and around the school to reduce air pollution. It was decided that the number of trees that each section of each class will plant will be the same as the class in which they are studying. For example, class 1 will plant 1 tree, class 2 will plant 2 trees, class 3 will plant 3 trees, and so on up to class 12 they will plant 12 trees. There are 3 sections of each class in the school. How many trees will be planted by the students? So it is clear from the question that class 1 will plant 1 trees, class will plant 2 trees, and so on. Now there are 3 sections of each class. That means each section of class 1 will plant 1 trees, means class 1 will plant 1 into 3, that is 3 trees. Class 2, each section of class 2 will also plant 2 trees, and since there are 3 sections of class 2, so class 2 will plant 2 multiplied with 3, that is 6 trees. Similarly, each section of class 3 will plant 3 trees, and since there are 3 sections of class 3, so in total class 3 will plant 3 multiplied by 3, that is 9 trees, and so on it will continue up to class 12. Each section of class 12 will also plant 12 trees, and there are 3 sections of class 12, so class 12 will plant all total 12 multiplied with 3, that is 36 trees. Hope you have understood the situation. We have to find the total number of trees planted by all the students of the school. Okay, so here number of trees planted by class 1 equals to, class 1 will plant 1 tree, and see there are 3 sections of class 1, so class 1 will plant 1 multiplied into 3, that is 3 trees in all. Okay, similarly number of trees planted by class 2, class 2 each section will plant 2 trees, so and there are 3 sections, so 2 multiplied with 3, that is 6 trees. Number of trees planted by class 3 will be 3 multiplied with 3, that is 9. Hope you are getting it. Similarly, number of trees planted by suppose class 10, so class 10 each section will plant 10 trees, and there are 3 sections, so 10 multiplied by 3 is 30 trees. Similarly, number of trees planted by class 11 will be 11 into 3, that is 33 trees, and number of trees planted by class 12 will be 12 multiplied with 3, that is 36 trees. Okay. After this is okay, I think so. Now see, as you can see from the number of trees planted by each class, 1 is planting 3 trees, 2 is planting 6, 3 is planting 9 trees, 4 will plant 4 trees are 12 trees, and so on. So the whole situation can be represented in the form of AP. Therefore, the given situation can be represented in the form of AP. So 3, 6, 9, 12 and so on. The last term is 36. Okay, plus 12 will plant 36 trees. So the last term is 36. Now we have to find the sum of all these terms. Therefore, the first term A is 3. The common difference D is 6 minus 3. That is 3. And number of terms, there are we have classes from 1 to 12. Therefore, number of terms equals to 12. So we have to find the sum of 12 terms. So the formula for sum of n terms is Sn equals to n upon 2 multiplied with 2a plus inside the bracket n minus 1 multiplied with d. The bracket is closed. So this is the formula to find the sum of n terms of an AP. Here n is 12. So 12 upon 2. First term is 3. So 2 multiplied with 3 plus n is 12. 12 minus 1 multiplied with d is also 3. So 12 upon 2, that is 6. Here 2 3s are 6 plus this is 11. 12 minus 1 is 11. 11 3s are 33. So 6 multiplied with 33 plus 6 is 39. So this will be 234. 6 9 are 54, balance 5, 6 3 are 18 plus 5, 23. So 234 is the answer. Therefore, all the students, the total number of trees planted by the students equals to 234. This is the answer. Hope you have understood the whole process. Just go through the steps. The situational problems in arithmetic progression is comparatively too easy than other one. Okay. Now let me solve one more problem. So here is the next question. As you can see from the figure, it is a spiral which is made up of wire, and each part is a semicircle. So all total there are 13 semicircles whose radius I have taken as R1, R2, R3, R4 and so on. So there are 13 semicircles which are arranged in the form of spiral. We need to find the total length of the wire used to make these spirals. Okay. Now it is given in the question that the radius of the innermost semicircle is 0.5 centimeter. The radius of the next semicircle is 1 centimeter. The third semicircle R3, it is 1.5 centimeter, and so on. It is continuing like this up to 13 semicircles, and we have to find the length of each semicircle. You all know the formula to find the length of semicircle is pi r. So if L1 is the length of the innermost semicircle, then its length will be pi r1, and since r1 is given as 0.5, then it will be pi multiplied with 0.5 centimeter, or we can say it is 0.5 pi centimeter. This is the length of the innermost semicircle. Now the second semicircle has radius r2, which is 1 centimeter. Therefore length of second semicircle I have taken as L2, and that is equals to pi r2, and it will be pi multiplied with 1 centimeter, so it is pi centimeter. The length of the third semicircle I have taken as L3, so it will be L3 equals to pi into r3, that is pi into 1.5 centimeter. Radius of the third semicircle is 1.5 centimeter, so it will be 1.5 pi centimeter, and so on. Okay, now as you can see here also, the length of each semicircle is in the form of AP, that is arithmetic progression. 0.5 pi, then 1 pi, then 1.5 pi. So the whole length can also be represented in the form of AP. The length of the semicircles can be written in the form of AP as (0.5 pi, 1 pi, or we can simply write pi, then 1.5 pi, and so on up to, since there are 13 semicircles, so up to 13 terms. Okay, so here in this AP you can see that the first term A is 0.5 pi. The common difference, that is second term minus first term, so it will be 1 pi minus 0.5 pi. So this will be 0.5 pi also. Common difference is also 0.5 pi. There are 13 semicircles, so number of terms n equals to 13. We have to find the sum of 13 terms, Sn. So Sn is equals to n upon 2, 2a plus n minus 1 multiplied with d, bracket closed. Now let me replace the values. So n is 13, so 13 upon 2, 2a, 2 multiplied with 0.5 pi plus inside the bracket n minus 1, that is 13 minus 1, n is 13, and d is also 0.5 pi. So 13 upon 2, 2 multiplied with 0.5 pi is pi only, 1 pi, and here 13 minus 1 is 12, so 12 multiplied with 0.5 is 6, so it is 6 pi. Or we can write it as 13 upon 2 multiplied with pi plus 6 pi is 7 pi. Now if you put the values of pi, So if we put the value of pi, that is 22 upon 7, so S13 will be, this is S13, so S13 will be 13 upon 2 multiplied with 7 pi, 7 multiplied with pi, pi means 22 upon 7. So here 7 will be cancelled, 2 and 22 will be cancelled, 11. So it will be 13 multiplied with 11, that is 143. Therefore, total length of wire, required is equals to 143 centimeter. Understood? Just quickly go through the process. So hope you have understood the situation and you have also understood the whole process. So this is the answer. So in this way, if a situation is given in the form of AP, we can solve the problem by applying the basic knowledge. Okay. So that's all for today. In the next class, we shall solve some more problems, some from our textbook and some from other problems which were there in the exam, some typical problems based on the topic sum of n terms of an AP. Okay. So till then you have to practice these sums, this type of sums, and try to understand the thing, and after that I hope you will be able to do any sum from this topic. Okay. So let us meet in the next class. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.